Hi, this is Miss Christie, and I'm gonna go through another lesson today, but today we're gonna focus on drawing or illustration skills. And it also gives me an opportunity to teach you a little bit about lettering or typography. And we're all familiar with type and fonts that are on our computer, but believe it or not, a long time ago, people used to do lettering or type fonts by hand. So we're going to draw today. I'm happy to be able to tell you about the Happy Camper drawing. I was supposed to be camping this Christmas with my family, but because of the coronavirus, I wasn't able to go camping. So I kind of have camping on the mind today. So if you want to follow along, you do need some paper. Any paper, even your lined notebook paper is great. A pencil and some Sharpies. I have this type of a Sharpie today. I don't know if you can see that. It's not the super fine tip. And you can pause this, go collect everything, and then start it right back up because we're going to get right into the very first thing that we're going to draw together. We're going to start with a border. We're going to kind of encase our drawing or our illustration first to give us an area to work with. And it's going to be a rectangle shape. And there's two ways to do this. You can just go for it with your Sharpie, which I'll do both, or you can start with a pencil first and then go over your pencil with a Sharpie. So it's going to be a rectangle shape. I'm going to show you right here. And I'm going to do some rounded edges on my rectangle. I am focusing. I'm not doing this quick. I'm kind of taking my time, but I do need you to just bear with me so you can kind of see the size. All right, so that's the size we're dealing with today. See, it's only about 3 inches or so high, about 2 inches wide. We're going to be working it with this direction. This is vertical. We're going to make a vertical drawing today. Or you can take your Sharpie, and let's see if I can do this in front of the computer screen. It's a little different for me. Or you can say hi to Bear. It's my dog Bear laying down there. He's in the lesson today. So again, it's a rectangle shape. I start with a straight down line. And then I kind of figure out how far I'm going to go over. And then I line everything back up. So I do need to look at it. And again, I'm doing some rounded edges. Okay, I do need, that is my rectangles to start with. And then if you were using the pencil, right? So you pencil first. If you wanted to make corrections to your pencil. And then you just go right over it. Right, so here I am. I'm going to tracing. That's what the pencil's for. It allows us to trace with the Sharpie. So get your first rectangle down. I'll give you a second. I'm going to keep drawing on this guy right here. All right, we're going to make a horizon line that goes through our illustration. And again, I'm doing this camping theme. Our horizon line is going to be lower than the middle. So first find your middle. You can kind of gauge. And then go a little lower. And I'm going to look at it because I do want my horizon line to be, well, kind of horizontal. Woohoo! See, it's just a line lower than the middle. Okay, we're going to start with the very background of our illustration, and they're going to be mountains. But today, I'm going to base everything off of one simple shape, and that's a triangle or zigzag. So, V formations is what we're going to base everything around today. I like that idea because it unifies our drawing automatically without even thinking about it. So when you base a whole drawing or illustration or any artwork off of kind of one theme or one thing, that brings it all together easily. And also gives you a base of what to start things on. So today it's going to be that triangle or V shape. So our mountains are just going to be a little up and down zigzag shape, and we're going to put 3 of them in the background. There is no exact way to do this. If one mountain's higher than the other, or they're all the same size, that's perfectly fine. So first I'll go, and then you go. So here's my mountains. There we go. Look at that, it's just a zigzag. I know they don't look like mountains now, but they will. Okay, we're going to give the mountains some snow on top. And I'm just going to do another zigzag shape on the top of them to make some tips. So some snow. I was going to be camping. And here I go. And just want to close up now. So see the top of the mountains? Whoops, sorry about that. Another, again, just zigzag shapes. They don't all have to be the same. Matter of fact, a little bit of variety kind of adds to the drawing. Now we're going to make a tent. We're going to do a standard little TP tent. It's just another V shape, but we're going to pretend that it's a more old-fashioned tent and has like the crossbars are made out of sticks. So I'll draw the tent. You can draw the tent anywhere on your horizon line. It can be in the middle, it can be to the right, it can be to the left. So guess where I'm going to put it? I don't know. You'll see in 2 seconds, right? Here we go. I'm going to do my little tent like this. Oh, look, it's not in the center, it's just off to the side. So you draw your tent, and the tent needs a zipper opening so we can get inside it. So I need to do a straight line down the center. I'll show you where that goes. Look at that. There's my tent. Okay, we need some trees, all right? We're gonna base those off of this V shape too. It's pretty easy. First, I'm gonna do a tree off to the side here so you can kind of see what we're doing. We're gonna be making lines. I hope that is somewhat vertical. It's hard for me to see. And then we're gonna be doing just triangle or V shapes for the tree branches. Can you see what we're going for there? Everyone can do this. So those are gonna be our trees, but we're gonna put our trees now in here. I suggest somewhere between 3 to 5 trees, but if you want to stick 10 in there, that's fine. If you just want 1 tree in there, that's fine. And variety again is good. Don't shoot for all the trees to be the same height. That doesn't matter. You can have some that are a little bigger, some that are a little smaller, and I'm going to make just my vertical lines first so that you can do that next. So first, I do want a tree off to the side here, so I'm going to go right there. Maybe a little smaller tree. Oh, definitely a larger tree right there. And all right, here's my trees. See, it's just lines. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees. Now I have to give them all the branches. Again, it's the V formation. We're basing everything off of that pyramid, V, zigzag shape, triangle. I think it's a nice simple shape to work with. There we go, there's my trees. I'll give you guys some time. It takes a little while to get all those little lines in there. Okay, you can always come back to it. So I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna finish off the mountains a little bit. We're gonna extend the lines on the mountains just to add some depth to our whole drawing. How do I do that, right? I'm just gonna take one of my mountain sides and bring it down into my drawing. So I extended this little mountain side into the drawing. I didn't make it that it doesn't touch the tent, making sure it still has enough space. And then I brought this one down a little bit. It doesn't quite touch the tree, but it gets close. Adding a little bit of dimension to the mountains. That's all I did. Our next step is to add the text. Remember I said that lettering and typography lesson? We're gonna do the phrase happy camper. Again, I was gonna camp. And this is how we start doing that. First, just want to let you know that it's going to be 2 lines. So we're going to put happy on top and camper on the bottom. They're just going to be like stick figures, you know, we're just going to do our printed letters, nothing fancy here. I'm going to write happy camper with a pencil. Actually, I always do this first whenever I'm adding text or type to anything like a poster or anything I'm doing, even sometimes when I'm doing handwritten letters to people. And I'm going to write happy camper. I'm not worrying about what it looks like. You may need to review how to spell happy camper. So here you go. That's it, right? Happycamper. I didn't worry about how it looked. I just wrote it. Okay. First thing you do is you count your letters. This is the trick for lettering and typography and graphic design. You count your letters. So happy camper is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 letters. Where is the middle letter? This one's nice and easy. This P right here is the middle letter. I got 2 on this side and 2 on that side. Camper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 letters. Where is the middle? Well, the middle's split with 2 letters now. Okay, so the P, and the M and the P, that is my middle. So I just wrote the words out, happy camper. I counted how many letters there were, and I found the center. What letter is in the middle? All right, I'm going to do this with a pencil first in my happy camper illustration. First, I kind of do want to know, where is the middle? I make a little mark. I don't know if you can see that way up there. That's the middle. I want happy to be on top of that line and the word camper to be below that line. And then where is the center? Here's my center. Made a little mark. That's the center. And why did I do that? Because I have letters that I know are in the middle. So if I can line it all up, it'll all kind of fit. So how do I start? Might seem silly that I'm just going to start with a Sharpie, but I believe, and I also know that if it doesn't work out the way I expected, I can just do it again. You can put this piece of paper in the trash and start over. So I'm going to start with the P. You always start with the middle letter, okay? I'm starting with the P in the word happy. So I'm going to go to the top line, put the P in the middle. Here I go. Here we go. Don't be nervous for me. P. And oops, Sharpie's given out. All righty, look. Nothing bad happened. I started in the middle of the letter. And I'm going to work my way out. So instead of starting back here at H, I'm actually going to start at the A. And then the H. You want to know why I can remember that? Because I can't remember all this. I wrote it out first so I can just look and see what letter is next. So I'm going to put the A next to the P. Yeah, I'm kind of working. And the H on the end. There we go. And then the P on the other side and the Y. Oh, and it's magic. It almost ended up perfectly center. I didn't need to use quite as much space for my H. I think I could have paid attention a little more, but it's fine. All right, camper is next. The M and the P both share the middle, so I have to think a little bit, right? One letter can't be perfectly in the middle. They're kind of splitting it, so maybe the space is the middle. So I need a M and a P underneath the word happy, and the space is the middle. Look at that. Now you go for it. I'm going to start with the A and the C, right? I'm not going to go straight to the C. I need to make sure I have room. So here's the A. And then the C really will fit. There we go. I just have two more letters left. E. R. Again, I just used some block text, simple lines to make all of the letters. And there is your illustration for Happy Camper. And remember, you can do variations on everything. You can put your tent anywhere you want it to go. You can use a different number of trees, maybe 2 mountains instead of 3. So if you can, take a picture of what you've done and post it here. I'd love to see it. Okay, have fun.